still remember it so well.
In this video, we are going to interview a college student, a teacher, and a high school student about some topics such as credit and debit card, insurance, and loan. This is with the purpose of getting to know their perspective on these topics and to know how much they know about those topics. All of this is based on their experiences and their
An
personal
interview about the credit and debit insurance. Most of the people didn't know much about those topics. What will you say is important about these concepts and the applications?
I think it's important because people often lack of knowledge about how credit cards works and that leads to financial mistakes in their lives.
Do you know how to request a loan?
I know what?
How to request a loan
Alone. I don't know. I never have requested something to the bank.
Why is that?
Huh?
Why is that?
Why? Because I have never been in the necessity of requesting one to today.
Here we are with Farah and we're gonna ask some questions. We recently had an interview about credit, debit and debit insurance. Most of the people didn't know much about those topics. What will you say is important about these concepts and their applications?
I think it's important to manage money well because then you can save yourself from debt. You can pay the things you like, prioritize the things you have to pay, and that way maybe we can reduce poverty.
Do you know how to request a loan?
Yes, you go to the bank and you have to fill up an application, and then you establish all the requirements and all the political thing that requires asking for a loan.
We recently had an interview about credit, debit, and insurance. Most of the people didn't know much about these topics. What would you say is important about these concepts and their applications?
I think it's very important to know about them because a lot of people don't realize how much of an impact it can have on your life and on your finances. I know a lot of people that take this topic very lightly, so they ask financial institutions for a credit card, and they don't even realize if they need an insurance for a lot of stuff, and this has led several of them to have a lot of debt because they don't realize the interest rates, they don't pay things on time, they don't know even how bad their credit score is, and they don't realize that this can have an impact not right now but in the future when they try to do bigger things, and even when they try to apply for a loan, when they try to get more money, when they try to be financially healthy. They don't have this opportunity because they don't realize that their past mistakes or their carelessness leads them to have this
Information we're learning is very important. It's very essential for us, especially because we're at the age of making our way to adult life, and we need to learn to do adult stuff, just like applying for credit cards, loans, and knowing about how insurance works. All these things we're gonna need in life eventually. For example, having a credit card is very important to build a credit history, which is helpful and two ways that we can gain discounts. We can be a priority for loans and buying a house or even buying a car. From there, we already know how a loan works, and then we have the knowledge of what an insurance covers, how it works, all its policies, and the deductible payments, and also the premium. With this knowledge, we're a little bit more prepared for the future and its challenges.
I still remember it so